At the heart of our experiences and the essence of our reality lies a force more potent than we often give it credit for, the force of belief. Many of us operate under the assumption that expressing a desire, setting an intention, or vocalizing a want is sufficient to bring it into our existence. While these actions are indeed powerful, there's an underlying current that actually dictates the flow of our lives, our belief. These beliefs are not just fleeting thoughts or momentary affirmations. They are deeply rooted convictions, embedded in the very fabric of our psyche. Think of them as the foundation of a house. While the house might be beautifully decorated with our conscious desires and intentions, if the foundation, our beliefs, isn't strong or is misaligned, the house can't stand tall or true. Consider for a moment the countless times we've desired something. We've hoped for it, dreamt about it, and maybe even worked tirelessly towards it. But despite our efforts, it seems to remain out of reach. Why does this happen? It's often because deep down, in the depths of our subconscious, there exists a belief that contradicts our conscious desires. This could be a belief rooted in past experiences, societal impositions, or even early conditioning. For instance, an individual might yearn for love and companionship, but if they hold a deep-seated belief that they are unworthy of love or that genuine relationships always end in pain, their experiences will mirror this belief. Moreover, our beliefs have an uncanny way of reinforcing themselves when a conviction is held. Be it positive or negative, it sets off a chain reaction, influencing our perceptions, actions, and the energy we emit. This, in turn, attracts situations and experiences that confirm the belief, making it even more entrenched. To truly grasp the profound impact of beliefs, imagine them as magnets. The stronger and deeper the belief, the more powerful the magnet. It doesn't discriminate between what's good or bad. It simply attracts what aligns with its charge. If you carry a belief of abundance and worthiness, your life will reflect opportunities, experiences, and events that echo this sentiment. On the other hand, if you harbor beliefs of lack, unworthiness, or fear, despite your conscious desires, you'll find situations that resonate with these beliefs manifesting in your life. The foundations of our belief system are often laid during our most impressionable years. As children, we absorb the world around us like sponges, drawing inferences, learning behavioral patterns, and forming ideas about ourselves, others, and the world at large. These formative years play a critical role in establishing the core beliefs that go on to shape much of our adult lives. Influenced by caregivers, teachers, peers, cultural norms, and early experiences, we begin to create an internal map of how the world operates and where we fit within it. Let's think of the subconscious mind as a vast library. In our early years, this library is sparse, with lots of empty shelves waiting to be filled. Every interaction, every praise, every criticism, every triumph, and every setback is like a book added to these shelves. Over time, certain sections of the library become more populated than others, depending on the consistency and intensity of the messages we receive. For instance, a child who is consistently praised and encouraged may have a well-stocked section on self-worth and capability. In contrast, one who faces constant criticism or invalidation might have a more extensive collection on self-doubt and inadequacy. As we progress into adolescence and then adulthood, these core beliefs become more entrenched. The paths in our library become well-worn, and we often find ourselves navigating towards familiar sections reinforcing what we've always known and believed. These beliefs, once formed, influence every facet of our lives. Our self-image, our relationships, our aspirations, and our reactions to challenges, and our reactions to challenges and opportunities. They operate in the background, subtly influencing our decisions, actions, and the lens through which we view the world. However, not all these beliefs serve our highest good. As we evolve and grow, we might find that certain convictions which felt true at one point no longer align with our current self. Perhaps we've outgrown them, or perhaps we've come to recognize that they were based on misinterpretations or external imposition. Some of these beliefs might even act as barriers, holding us back from pursuing our dreams, forming meaningful connections, or embracing our true self. The task then becomes one of introspection and reflection. It requires courage to venture into the deeper recesses of our library, to dust off old volumes and critically evaluate their content. Do these beliefs still hold true? Are they based on genuine experiences or external impositions? Are they serving our growth or hindering it? Engaging in practices like journaling, meditation, or even therapy can aid this exploration. These tools act as torchlights, illuminating the darker corners of our subconscious, helping us understand, challenge, and eventually reshape beliefs that no longer serve our highest good. Every human heart holds desires, some whispered quietly in the still moments before sleep, some held passionately, fueling our daily actions. Yet, for many, there exists a chasm between what is deeply yearned for and what manifests in reality. This gap, often filled with frustration and bewilderment, is not born from a lack of effort or sincerity. Instead, it emerges from a dissonance between what we consciously desire and the beliefs we subconsciously hold. Consider for a moment a person who, after watching a magnificent performance, ardently wishes to be a musician. They buy the best instruments, attend lessons, and practice diligently. But years go by and their proficiency seems stagnant, their passion unignited. On the surface, it seems they're doing everything right, but delve deeper, and you might find a hidden belief, perhaps instilled during a childhood incident, that they're inherently untalented or that they don't truly deserve success. Such a belief, lurking in the shadows, can stymie even the most fervent efforts. This dissonance can be likened to a boat with two rowers. One rower, representing our conscious desires, rows diligently towards a destination, but the other, representing our deep-seated beliefs, rows in an entirely different direction. The result? The boat goes in circles, never truly reaching its intended destination. The energy is expended, the intention is clear, but the underlying conflict prevents forward motion. One might wonder how such contradictory beliefs come into existence. The human psyche is complex, shaped by myriad experiences, interactions, and teachings. Perhaps a failed endeavor in the past led to a belief in one's own incompetence. Maybe consistent external criticism fostered a sense of unworthiness, or perhaps societal norms and expectations molded a belief that certain dreams are unattainable or impractical. Regardless of the origin, the impact of these beliefs is profound. They not only influence outcomes, but also color our perceptions, potentially turning opportunities into threats or blessings into burdens. Addressing this discordance is not merely about changing external actions, but requires a journey inward. It necessitates a dialogue with the self, an interrogation of the beliefs that have taken root over the years. What stories have we told ourselves? What narratives have we internalized from others? And most crucially, are these narratives in alignment with our true essence and aspiration? Beyond mere recognition, reconciliation involves challenging these beliefs. It requires evidence gathering, looking at life and identifying instances that contradict limiting beliefs. For the individual who believes they're untalented, it might involve recalling moments of genuine praise or instances where their skill shone. For someone who feels unworthy, it could mean cataloging moments of accomplishment, kindness, or resilience. Over time, this compilation of evidence can weaken the foundation of limiting beliefs, making room for more empowering conviction. The transformation of our inner belief system is not a task to be taken lightly. It's akin to renovating a house that's been built over decades. Some rooms are filled with light and joy, adorned with memories of success, love, and moments of pride. But others might be dimly lit, cluttered with the remnants of past traumas, regrets, and ingrained self-doubt. Just as one wouldn't hastily tear down walls without a blueprint, in the realm of our psyche, we must approach with care, patience, and above all, compassion. Understanding that beliefs are not static is crucial. They are malleable constructs, shaped and reshaped by every experience, interaction, and reflection we undergo. Think of the mind as a garden. Some beliefs are like robust trees, deeply rooted, providing shade and structure. Others might be like seasonal flowers, blooming brightly but briefly. And then there are the weeds, beliefs that hinder growth, drain nourishment, and can overrun the garden if left unchecked. Tending to this mental garden requires consistent effort. It's not enough to merely recognize a weed. One must actively uproot it. But here's where the metaphor deepens. In our psyche, we can't just discard an unwanted belief. Empty spaces, if left unattended, can quickly be overtaken by old patterns. So, when we uproot a limiting belief about our self-worth or capabilities, it's imperative to plant a new, empowering belief in its place. For many, the question then becomes, how do I change a belief that's been with me for years, perhaps even decades? The answer lies in a combination of cognitive restructuring, emotional healing, and behavioral shifts. Cognitive restructuring involves challenging our current beliefs. Every time a self-doubting thought arises, counter it with evidence to the contrary. For instance, if an internal voice whispers, "I'm not good enough," immediately recall 3 instances that prove otherwise. This constant challenging over time weakens the old belief and strengthens the new. Emotional healing, on the other hand, might require diving into past traumas or painful memories that birthed or fortified certain beliefs. This process, while challenging, is liberating. Techniques like journaling, therapy, or even expressive arts can facilitate this journey. As we heal past wounds, the beliefs they supported often crumble, making way for a fresher, more aligned mindset. Behavioral shifts are the tangible actions that reflect and reinforce our evolving belief system. If, for example, one is working on cultivating a belief in their own capabilities, taking on new challenges, enrolling in a course, or even just stepping out of their comfort zone, can solidify this newfound conviction. Embracing a new belief system is as transformative as it is challenging. Often, this process reveals itself to be not just a journey of the mind, but also of the heart and soul. As we begin to realign our inner compass, it's not uncommon to face resistance, both from within and from the world around us. This resistance can manifest in various ways. as self-doubt, external criticism, or even life circumstances that seem to challenge our newfound conviction. For many, these moments of resistance can feel disheartening, causing us to question the validity of our evolving beliefs. However, it's essential to view these instances not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Opportunities to reaffirm our commitment to growth, to practice resilience, and to deepen our understanding of ourselves. Imagine embarking on a journey across a vast ocean. At the outset, the waters are calm, the skies clear, and there's an optimism that the voyage will be smooth. But as any seasoned sailor will attest, calm seas never made a skilled sailor. It's the storms, the unpredictable waves, and the challenges that truly test and hone one's skill. Similarly, in our quest for personal transformation, it's the moments of adversity that offer the most profound lessons. When faced with internal resistance, such as self-doubt or fear, it's helpful to approach with curiosity rather than judgment. Instead of chastising oneself for feeling uncertain, ask, why do I feel this way? What underlying belief is triggering this emotion? This self-inquiry can uncover deeper layers of the psyche, bringing to light long-held assumptions or patterns that might still be operating in the shadows. By addressing these layers, the foundation of our new belief system becomes even more solid. External resistance can be a bit trickier to navigate. Humans, by nature, are creatures of habit, often finding comfort in the familiar. So when someone in our circle perceives a change in our behavior or outlook, it might be met with skepticism, concern, or even outright opposition. In such instances, it's vital to remember that their reactions are less about us and more a reflection of their own beliefs and insecurities. Seeking supportive communities, be it in the form of friends, support groups, or even online forums, can provide the encouragement and validation required during such time. In addition, life itself might throw curveballs that seem to challenge our evolving beliefs. Perhaps just as we start believing in abundance, we face a financial setback. Or as we cultivate self-worth, we encounter a situation that triggers feelings of inadequacy. In these moments, it's crucial to remember that life is dynamic, filled with ebbs and flows. Just as night follows day, challenges will arise, but they are not confirmations of our old limiting beliefs. Instead, they are invitations to apply our new convictions, to view situations through a renewed lens, and to respond in ways that align with our empowered selves. This journey of belief transformation, though demanding, promises rewards that extend beyond the self. As we change, our energy shifts, influencing not just our personal experiences, but also impacting those around us. Through our evolution, we unconsciously grant others the permission to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. In this ripple effect, we find the true power of belief, the ability to not just transform a single life, but to reshape the very fabric of our collective consciousness.